As some students officially head back to campus, many are once again looking at virtual education this fall. So we wanted to help your teen prepare and apply for college during this unprecedented time. I talked to a local high school counselor about what your kids can do right now to set them up for a future they want while stuck at home.
A lot of what we're hearing from colleges is very different from college to college.
MMSD school counselor Kristen Kluge says it's best to go right to your university with questions regarding admission and scholarships. Colleges, like everything else right now, are having to adapt and change during the pandemic with so many limitations in place. As your high schooler prepares for college, Kluge says you should encourage your child to do something more rather than just going through the motions of online learning.
They may not be able to play their sport this fall or participate in an extracurricular that they have in the past. But we have seen things kind of pop up that are new that students can do that can impact their community.
Kluge says that can be anything from volunteering for a supply or food drive, creating virtual story times for younger students, or sewing masks. She says it's all about developing a new skill or learning something new and making that known during your interviews or on your college applications.
So there really are a lot of things that students can do to say, hey, during this time when things were really stressful and when things were really uncertain, I wanted to develop this new skill.
Kluge also wants students to remember how accessible school counselors are even during this time. They can be your first resource as you look for assistance, not in just college and career, but academically and socially and emotionally.
There's no question too small. And if we don't have the answer, because a lot of times we won't have the answer with things changing so quickly, we can definitely help them find it and process it and navigate that process.
Academics are still very important. School counselors say it's crucial to stay engaged in online learning. As some universities look to waive ACT and SAT testing, there could be other requirements in order to gain acceptance. And I think the thing is here, guys, is, colleges are going to be lenient in some ways, but in other ways, they're going to try to look for that unique quality that makes you stand out from everyone, because obviously we're all doing this right now.
And there's so many opportunities for that, to be creative right now and show schools, hey, even in the face of adversity, I can step up and do something.
Yeah, and make that known too. She said during your interviews or during those college essays to actually put out there what you did during this time that was really difficult, but you thrived at, because that's going to make you stand out.
I can't imagine some of the anxiety that these kids are feeling right now, as well as the parents. I mean, it's just unlike anything that we've experienced in a couple of lifetimes here.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things, you grow up like this is the way it is, this is how you prepare for college, and then all of a sudden throw that out the window,
right.
And it's like starting from scratch. But again, everyone's going through this, and I think that's why universities are trying to figure out too, and these things are changing every day. Like even the high school counselor, she said she might not have all the answers, but they will work to help you find that answer as best they can.
We are working to help parents find answers. All this month, we are continuing our back to school coverage tomorrow with a closer look at the mental health of your kids. A lot of parents have told us they're worried about their kids' mental well-being with all of this virtual learning and isolation too. So we're going to share how the Madison School District says they're working to address those concerns here.
And Hattie joins us now. Hattie, I know this story was something you were interested in, as your daughter is going to be a junior this year.
Yeah, sort of everything that we thought about college and prepping for college really is not true anymore. So it's nice to hear that there are options and ways for kids to sort of deal with this weird situation that we're all in.